Hello guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Miracle. Mimi for short. If this is the first time seeing my beautiful face, you're welcome. So our next video is from Officer Tantum and it says white privilege my let's check it out.
Swear words to describe how sickening it makes me feel when people talk about white privilege. Now, people see me and people gonna say, "Oh, he'll sell out. He doing it." Man, ain't nobody give me money to say this. This is just a common sense person who realize because I'm not racist and I don't categorize people and base my belief system on their race, because I do not do that, I get offended when people say stupid things about other people that's unjustified.
Guys, there's a question I want to ask. Please don't be angry. Does white privilege really exist? Is it in existence? Like, is it real? Is it something real? Or have you gotten your white privilege before? Please do let me know in the comment section if you have gotten it before. Please, I would like to know.
Mind. As a black man in America, I have never dealt with some of the things that some of them had dealt with. Period. And so when I see people bring up this false narrative that all white people somehow have this privilege from birth, is the stupidest thing that I've ever heard. It is absolutely ridiculous. Take this for example. I was the spokesperson of the Tucson Police Department when I had maybe 2 years on the police department. You tell me, I have never in the history of the police department ever heard of anybody being a spokesperson with 2 years on the department. I'm in front of the camera. My name is behind things that I've said, and I've been on the police department for 30 minutes, pretty much. That's how we feel in the police realm. You on for 2 years, bro, you still a rookie. I ain't never heard a white person having that access to being a spokesperson of a police department that early. You tell me, you name a white police officer that can get on TV and say that they believe Black Lives Matter is ineffective. And I'll show you that same person that lose their job. Tell me what privilege that person has. I went and probably got one of the best deals possible on my house that I bought. I got it for.
Guys, do you notice here, Officer Tantum? Like, here is a human being with a brain, not a victim mentality. But he's not a black man or a white man, but just a human telling how it is. Yeah.
Down on that. Now, I bet they wondering how he get that deal. Somebody explain to me how I can name to you right now a whole bunch of white people that I know that are in debt through college, who have to pay to go to college. Student loan debt. That's outrageous. I ain't got no student loan debt from my bachelor's degree. Not one. I was on full scholarship, and I know 70 other people who are on full scholarship in 100 and some different colleges. Probably 80% of them are black people. And you tell me that somehow white people have a privilege. I know I've heard hundreds of stories of people that I know tell me that they went to apply for a job, and because of affirmative action, that they were denied a job, that they were more qualified than the other person who got it, who was a minority. Listen, when you are born, how your success in life is dependent upon you. It's dependent upon how much are you willing to put up with, how much are you willing to take into account, and how much you're willing to pursue your dreams and your goals. I don't want to hear you blatantly call people and say they have white privilege. That's like saying, and I will say this, and somebody wanted to criticize me about this, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's like me getting up here saying all black people are thugs. You have a propensity to be a thug. And if police target you disproportionately, they're justified, because statistics show that you are more likely to be a thug than a white person per capita. Somebody tell me a statistic that's different than that. African American people in this country commit violent crimes disproportionately. Then I know I've heard hundreds of stories of people that I know tell me that they went to apply for a job, and because of affirmative action, that they were denied a job, that they were more qualified than the other person who got it, who was a minority. Listen, when you are born, how your success in life is dependent upon you. It's dependent upon how much are you willing to put up with, how much are you willing to take into account, and how much you're willing to pursue your dreams and your goals. I don't want to hear you blatantly call people and say they have white privilege. That's like saying, and I will say this, and somebody wanted to criticize me about this, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's like me getting up here saying all black people are thugs. You have a propensity to be a thug. And if police target you disproportionately, they're justified because statistics show that you are more likely to be a thug than a white person per capita. Somebody tell me a statistic that's different than that. African American people in this country commit violent crimes disproportionately than any other race that we hear about, any other race that lives in America. How do we make up 13% of the population and commit over half of the violent crimes in America? Explain to me that. Ain't nobody putting a gun in your hand and making you commit crimes. Nobody forcing you to commit crimes, but we commit crimes. Now, people with common sense know that there's circumstances that lead this to being a fact. But just at face value, you can't say that. You can't sit up in a meeting and say, well, black people, most of y'all are probably going to be a criminal. You have criminal behaviors. I mean, black people go lose their mind, brain pop out the side of their head. Tell me how that's legitimate for you to say that. I'll give you another example. African American people get mad if you predict or you make the conclusion that black people like fried chicken. I'm gonna tell you this. I love fried chicken. My grandma make the bombest fried chicken I've ever tasted in my life. Grandma don't even use recipes. I asked Grandma, how do you season that chicken like that? Grandma be in the kitchen doing that. Just sprinkling that chicken. Now, I dare you to tell a black person they love fried chicken. They get mauled. So how then is it okay for you to make a generalization about all white people because some white people have privilege? I mean, listen, I have privilege to a certain degree because I'm handsome. Name me a woman right now that is a lead anchor on a television show or a lead anchor on the news that you watch every day that billions and billions of dollars go into, that's ugly, that's obese. You can be a great journalist and you can have a better resume than a prettier person, man or woman. That person that look better than you, they're going to get more attention on TV and they're going to give them the job. So what are you going to say? Good looking privilege? Listen, if you got money, you got privilege. As a black man, if LeBron James got more privilege than every white person in America. People don't even know people can probably see Bill Gates and won't even know him from Adam. LeBron James. Let LeBron James go to a restaurant. You better hope you're not in line because you're going to go to the back. White man, I'm telling you right now, you're going to go to the back behind LeBron James. LeBron James can tell the restaurant that he want to take your seat. They'll probably make you get up, sir. Please, can you? LeBron James is in the house. Sorry. Tell me that there's a white person got more privilege than Barack Obama, President of the United States of America. That man can go anywhere in the country right now, and that not one white person I know will have privilege over him. His kids. Tell me that those students that go to the university with his kids have more privilege than his kids do. You got to be out of your mind. Wealth, there's a privilege in wealth. But y'all ain't talking about that. There's a privilege in everything. You can have the same amount of skill level as a person in basketball, and if you're shorter than that person, you're not going to have the same opportunities. Let's keep it 100. Listen, for us to try to portray that in our society there's an epidemic of white privilege, then we have to say in our society there's an epidemic of good-looking people getting better opportunities. There's an epidemic of people that have more money getting opportunities. There's an epidemic of legacy. If your parents' last name is XYZ, you're gonna have more privilege. There ain't nobody in the world that's associated with Trump that's not gonna get. There's nobody in the world that's associated with Obama that's not gonna have privilege. All you have to do is say, I'm Obama's great niece. You on national TV. 100%. But people don't want to talk about that. But I tell you what, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm sick of people saying that there's white privilege. In isolated situations, yes. Is there black privilege? Yes. In isolated situations, black people can get stuff that nobody else can get. Whether you taller than another person, in isolated situations, that is true. Whether you look better than somebody else, whether you more presentable than somebody else. Isolated situations, that is true. Overall, that is not true. Just because you shorter than somebody don't mean that you are, that's an indictment on your life for the rest of your life. Just because you don't look as good as somebody don't mean that it is inevitable that you won't have great opportunities. I'll tell you a couple people on TV right now that don't look worth a dime. And they make more money than anybody else walking on planet Earth. It's not an indictment. See, what they do to you is they want you to believe this is true so they can pit you against somebody else. Period. See, conservatives don't play that game. We understand that we are all equal. We understand that there's privilege and there's exceptions in certain situations, but we don't sit here and paint the picture that our country is dedicated to those principles. But you know what? You know who does that? The Democrats do that. Liberals do that. They want you to believe that there's such thing as white privilege so they can pit the white people against the black people. They want you to believe that it's racist for us to secure our southern border because they want to pit the Mexicans against the white people. Bottom line, they want you to believe that who you sleep with at night makes you different than somebody else. They want to pit the gay people against the straight people. At the end of the day, because you gay, there's no indictment on you in America. You can do whatever you want to do. Everybody know who Milo is. Milo is one of the most popular people in America. Well, I don't say in America. We think he's popular. He's popular around the world. He's not even from America. He gay. Where's his indictment? Conservatives love him. How you gonna pit him against us? It ain't gonna happen. This is what I'll say, and I'm gonna get off here. If you are the type of person that believes that there's white privilege in this country, and you believe that there's an epidemic, that somehow black people don't have opportunities because of white people, you gotta be a fool. You need to change the way you think. I'm done beating that dead horse. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all be good. Make sure you come later today. Watch the show at 4:30. If you live in Arizona, if you live on the East Coast, it's 6:30. Come watch the show. We talk about real issues on the show. There ain't no sugarcoating on the show. You're gonna get it like it's presented. And I'll see you.
See, guys, everybody has some sort of privilege. People just want to focus on what makes them feel like a victim. Yes, that's what I just noticed about everything. People just want to do things that will make them feel like they are victim, they are oppressed, they are this one. I'm not getting my privilege. I am that one. Guys, I want to ask you guys, are you not privileged for the life you are living now? Are you not privileged for the health, for how healthy you are? Go to the hospital so that you see things, you see people, you hear sicknesses that doesn't even exist. Are you not privileged for the systems you have over there? Like the good system, things are working for you. Everything is just good. Your currency, everything is just going well for you. Come down to African countries. No, come down to Nigeria. Okay, let me use the prison as an example. Guys, in America there, your prison is so good. What I mean is so good. It's so clean. I don't know whether it's the movies I'm watching or some of the media that I'm seeing. Yes, that is making me to talk like this, but your prison is so good. Everywhere is clean. The compound is so neat. And guys, you guys even have yet to even play football, play handball, basketball, and the rest of them. People even have somewhere you come together to talk, to do this. You guys are free. Come down to Nigeria. Nigeria Kirikiri. Oh Jesus. Guys, see where they are sleeping. See where they don't even sleep on a bed. They sleep on the floor. Is it food? They don't even wear slippers, but you guys wear slippers. Your prison, you guys in your prison wear slippers, but here they don't wear slippers. They don't wear slippers. If you see them, ask any of the Nigerians. Tell them, just ask them, will you ever want to be in a Nigeria prison? And they'll tell you no. The answer is no. That they will never ever want to have anything to do with the police. Because of their system failed them. But you in America, your system is so good and nice, and you are abusing it. Why? Privilege this, privilege that, privilege. When you have everything working good for you, what else are you looking for? Yes, tell me, what else are you looking for? Your system is good, but here our system has failed us. Why do you think the Africans, they always want to, like, the immigrants, African immigrants are always trying to relocate from Nigeria? Okay, let me just use Nigeria, from Nigeria to your country. Why? No, why? You think they will just stand up one day just want to go? They are going because you have a good system. Yeah, they are going to go and work hard to make something good out for themselves, because Nigeria here failed them woefully. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like, watch, and subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.